And do not aim for perfection. When you aim for perfection.
Caught me at the right time, baby. I was at
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this flawless 15-minute face. The video is probably longer than 15 minutes only because I'm kind of explaining the products, how I use them, why I'm using them, why I'm doing this technique. It's a little informative. You know, I like to inform the girls, okay? So that's why. But other than that, if I was not talking and I was focused and I was in a real life rush, then this would take me only 15 minutes. So if you want to see how I got this face, this is the one, then make sure you guys are liking this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep watching. Okay, so we're gonna get started with this face. Again, this is gonna be a 15-minute face in real time, 15 minutes, but because I'm talking to you and demonstrating and trying to make sure you guys get the gist of things, it might be slightly longer, but this face takes me no more than 15 minutes, and I think I found products that work together in a whole little system. So let's get into it, okay? So first things first, you're gonna wanna prime. I'm gonna be using my YSL blurring primer. I got this months ago and I just kind of like was underwhelmed, but I picked it up again recently and it works so good. You guys know I really enjoy moisturizing primers, and this is kind of that like smooth silicone-y primer, but I don't want to say silicone, I want to say more silky. And it's literally blurring, so any pores that I have, you know, my pores have been peeking through lately, but any pores that I have, or anything like that, it definitely minimizes them and it helps the makeup glide on so easy. So if you haven't picked up this primer yet, she is the one. So this has gold flexes in it. I think it's actually real gold crushed up in there, so it kind of gives you like an illuminating property. I really do like it, but it's not super illuminating either, so yeah. So next I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I'm gonna be using my Mcgrath Foundation in the shade Medium Deep 26. You guys know this is my ride or die. I feel like it just looks really good. Ooh. I'm like actually rushing as if I have somewhere to go, so don't mind me. But I feel like this foundation is like my go-to. It never steers me wrong. It's not super full coverage and it's not super light coverage. So you're gonna get like the perfect balance, you guys, like I promise. So I like using this foundation because it's not too full coverage. I feel like a medium coverage foundation is the best foundation to use in a rush, because if you use something that's too full coverage, it's just gonna overpower the whole look. You're gonna be overwhelmed, then you're gonna be forced into doing a full glam, then you're gonna be forced into doing a face that takes an hour or longer. So with that being said, pick you up a nice medium coverage foundation. Mcgrath is one of my favorite medium coverage foundations. If you're looking for something a little bit more on the affordable side, the NYX drops work just as good, and it literally is kind of like the same thing, but I support my auntie Pat, okay? And I'm using the Morphe E63 brush because I feel like this distributes my foundation so easily and so evenly. This is like my favorite foundation brush. Even though I didn't use this one yesterday, this is like my go-to. And as you can see, I did my foundation before my brows, or I'm doing my skin before my brows, and I'll get to that in a second, but I just feel like when I do my brows last, my face goes by faster. So, you know, just watch and learn, sis, watch and learn. So that's it. Just do a nice even layer of foundation and call it a day. Okay. So next you're gonna wanna go into your concealer. And for me, the trick to having a super glam look in minutes is like counteracting the product. So my foundation, even though the coverage looks great, like you could really walk out like this, like, it's just popping. I prefer to use a more full coverage concealer, so I'm gonna go in with my Kevyn Aucoin, and I picked up the wrong shade, but we're just gonna use it anyway. This is SX13. I really like the Kevyn Aucoin because it's thick, full coverage, and we're in a rush, okay? I'm literally just doing exactly what I did the other day. And normally whenever I do my face in a rush, I literally hate my face. But for some reason this day, it was looking really good. It could have been the hair, which was not this hair. So we're gonna see. My lips are so dry. Just applying that all over. Then I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer and Butterscotch just to brighten that up a little bit. Like so. So I'm just gonna let that sit and get thick so that when I blend it out, it's at its fullest coverage. And while that is setting, I'm gonna do my brows. I know, so scary, so unethical, but it works. So I'm just gonna brush my brows up. And I actually really do like doing my brows after my base, because my brows just come out a lot better and a lot softer. You literally don't overdo it when your face is already done. So that's why I'm doing it like this. And this is the NYX Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. So it's literally the exact color of my brow hairs. So it's not too dark and it's not too light. And I just focus on outlining my brow just to create that shape and to define it. I'm not really trying to create a brow because I do like my natural brow shape. And you know, just do your brows to your likings, flick it up, color it in, white it out, do what you do, baby. And now you're just gonna take your concealer and you're gonna carve out the bottom of your brow. So now you're just gonna carve out the bottom of your brow. And I'm using the Too Faced concealer only because I'm just used to working with it. And I think the Kevyn Aucoin is just a little too thick for my likings under my brow, especially for a quick look like this. You know, I just want something a little bit more subtle. So that's it, I'm just doing the bottom. I'm not gonna do the top today because one, we're in a rush. And two, I just don't think that is that necessary with the current state of my brows. So boom, the brows are carved out and now we're gonna go on to blending out the face, and our concealer should be nice and thick now. So I'm just gonna blend it out. Remember, you're in a time crunch, so normally we would like let our concealer sit and be scrolling on our phones, but we, you know, use our time wisely and we did our brows while we let our concealer sit. So that's why this face is so quick. And you see how this concealer is just full coverage and just perfect. And I'm trying not to get any on my eyes because I hate when my concealer gets on my eyes and my eyes are too like muted. I don't like that because I'm not going to be putting anything on my eyes today. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. And this is an e.l.f. sponge, by the way. And as you can see, I'm using very minimal tools. I'm trying not to use too many things because nobody has time for that. So now I'm gonna contour. I like to cream contour now, so I'm using my Fenty cream contour stick and I'm just gonna contour these areas. I honestly try to avoid my forehead because why? My frontal is already taking off about 2 inches. So we're just gonna leave that alone and just add a little bronzer later. But I'm just gonna blend this out. So it seems like a lot more work adding the cream contour, but I promise you, like if you forget to contour, I mean like powder contour or bronze, and you're in a rush, you'll still have that depth to your skin without looking crazy. So it just really works out. I cannot explain the method to my madness, but just follow along. Run it back if you need to, sis. Now for setting powder, I'm going to be using the Dion loose setting powder. Wow, that's way too much in the top. It's a Dion loose setting powder. I always use this if I'm like, I don't know what powder I want to use or I'm in a rush because it never fails me. It never is too drying. It never is too white. It never is too anything. It's literally perfect. Now I'm using my Fenty powder to like set the rest of my face and also bring some color back. I love this step because it just brings everything together. If you're literally like, oh my god, my face looks a mess, once you do this step, your face looks great. So just trust the process and do not aim for perfection. When you aim for perfection, that's when you stress yourself out and you just, it's out of my hands at that point, y'all. So yeah, so now I'm gonna quickly bronze with my Fenty Coco Naughty, and I'm just gonna go like so. Quickly contour my nose because I'm always gonna make time for this personally because baby, I got time today. All right, so we're almost done. Now I'm gonna add some blush because I just feel like blush always ties my face together. This looks really good to me too, but I'm a blush gal, so I'm using my e.l.f. Always Spicy blush, and I'm just tapping a little bit on my cheeks. And then I'm just gonna snatch underneath that jawline, the sides of my nose. And while this is sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes. All right, so my lashes are on and my look already looks popping. So I'm about to take this off. I'm gonna spray my face. Well, my face looks so good. See, I told y'all these products together just, so my face already is looking really good. I just really like these products together. I just feel like they're a match made in heaven. So now I'm going to be using this e.l.f. setting spray. This is a stay all night microfine setting mist up to 16-hour wear, and that is very real, you guys. This, I don't know why you gotta shake it up like that, but shake it up. I overdid it, but it's such a micro mist that it doesn't spray your face like a typical setting spray. Try not to inhale it because you will sneeze. But this lasts literally all day, and I feel like I don't get a lot of transfer on my mask or anything like that. So this is a winner. You know, it's e.l.f., so it's super affordable. I was trying to incorporate more affordable products, but y'all, I like what I like, okay? Not saying that there aren't products that are affordable that I don't like. Just for this particular look, it just is a lot less work for me. And then to finish this look, of course, I have to do a lip. I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. Plumping Lip Gloss in Pink Cosmo. I have been loving this like nudish pink. It's really light, airy, and my lips are super dry. I can barely talk, but I don't have to wear a liner or anything with it, and I just love how it completes my look. This lip gloss look may not be for everybody. I know a lot of y'all finna come on here and talk, well, Tasha, put on some liner, but like, I feel like liner makes the look too dark sometimes, so I'm trying to keep it light, airy, and fresh, and that's what I'm doing. And it just wears really well, so it looks a little like in your face right now, but throughout the day, it's just gonna look a lot better. And you guys, that completes the look. That is it. So you guys, this completes the face. It is flawless in my opinion. Just kind of get into it, look up close, okay? It's cute. She's cute and she's fast and she's long wearing. So if you like this look, make sure you guys comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your favorite products are down below, your like favorite everyday products, so maybe I could check some of them out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.